Well, for the last 7 years, the Black Comic Book Festival has introduced independent Black comic creators, illustrators, and writers to fans of all ages. And joining us now with more details is Kadiatou Tubman. She's the Manager of Education and Outreach at the Schomburg Center for Researching Black Culture. And we welcome you, and good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
It's a very exciting topic to talk about.
It is. 7 years.
Yeah, so walk us through this here.
I'm just excited that we are able to bring this program back to the Schomburg Center for its 7th year. One of the most amazing things I like to say, there's like 3 F's. It's fun, it's free, and it's for everyone. So we serve people of all ages, young to old.
So if a person walks through, what are they going to experience?
As soon as you come in, you're going to see hundreds of people. The lines usually wrap all the way around the block. So I advise everyone who's coming out to get there early. You'd be surprised, even in the cold, they still show up in lines.
Right.
When you enter, you'll see 50 or plus more panelists and exhibitors, people selling their work, trying to showcase all this amazing Black art that is available all over the country and all over the world.
And when you talk about art, obviously, you know, a lot of people during this time of the season are very much into art. We just get ready to go to African American History Month, a big thing. Talk to us about the artists and those people who are participating.
I love our creators. They're, like you mentioned, they're independent. So these are folks who aren't a part of mainstream industries, who are creating out of the love for comic creators, and also who just love to inform children and write for children and different audiences so they can see themselves reflected. So these artists vary. We have Kamau Ware, who writes for Black Gotham Experience, and this is a comic book based on the history of New York City and the slave revolts that happened here in the 1600s. We have artists like Edgardo Miranda Rodriguez, who writes about Puerto Rico. His character, La Boricana, she does so much amazing work, and she's a brown Afro-Latinx character who reflects the people who he comes from the Bronx, so he wants to reflect them in his work. So we have amazing artists who just showcase themselves and represent their communities as well.
Walk us through a little bit about the comic book, because so many people think the comic books are extinct. It's like, and I'm trying to tell people, like, you know, if I go to my sister's house right now, I mean, we've got comic books galore up, you know, it's big.
That's amazing. You should probably donate to the Schomburg.
I need all of them.
I mean, Black Panthers really set us off into like how much people love comic books.
Right.
I work with young people at the Schomburg Center and in Harlem. And one of the things I've learned is that the major entry point for a lot of people into reading and into their imaginations is through comic books. It's easily accessible, it's readable by all ages, it's colorful, it's imaginative. It's for everyone, so I don't even think they're extinct. I think they're on a rise. We've seen that, like I said, with Black Panther, Luke Cage, Black Lightning now. It's coming up, and it's always been present in our history.
So if people want to take part, let's tell them what they can do.
Yeah, so they can register online. We have an Eventbrite, so easily, or just come to the Schomburg and register there. But like I said, it's free and open to the public, but you might just want to register before you show up.
Yeah, I want to tell people now that the festival is taking place Friday, January 18th, and that's going to be from 12 to 7:30. And then also on Saturday, the 19th, from 10 to 7:30, and letting people know the lines are literally like outside the door.
Yes, and this year we have a great feature from Sony Pictures. We'll be showing Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse on Friday night. So those tickets go live on Thursday, and I know they'll sell out quickly.
Any surprise to you about just the public and how much they really garner and gather around this?
You know, after being here for more than 3 years, I'm no longer surprised. I'm more just excited to see how much people need this. I remember one year in the festival, we had one child. It was his first time coming. He walked in, he was in awe just to see so many people of color, so many Black artists, so many Black color heroes. He was just so excited that he immediately bought a comic book and sat down in the middle of the floor, which is kind of dangerous.
Right.
But he was so eager and so excited to start reading. He sat down, shut everyone else, and just focused on what he was reading and the characters on those pages and the fact that they look just like him.
Amazing. And so for people who want to take advantage, of course, we said there's 2 days that you could actually do this and be a part, and for an opportunity to see so many artists and writers. Talk about this as a career, because in addition to people who are coming to watch, there are a lot of people who have an interest in wanting to do this as a career.
Absolutely. And so one of the best things, at least at our festival, what we do is host a Kickstarter campaign, how to start your own Kickstarter campaign. Our creators, anyone in the public who wants to come and is interested in starting their career in comic book writing, they can actually talk to our independent creators. They can talk to our exhibitors and ask them, how do I get started? Where do I start? And we provide panelists, presentations to provide that information to the public. So we share all information. We want to feel like a community where folks can get their start here.
and getting their start is very important. First come, first serve. Got to tell you though, you got to make sure your first come, first serve. And as she said, lines are sometimes around the corner, so you got to make sure you get in early, and you take advantage of it. Of all of it, what's the best part for you?
Ooh, I have to say it's the cosplay. I love seeing, so I know that we have over thousands of people who come to this festival, but they also dress up in characters. So if you see Superman, Black Panther, or you see homemade characters. Last year I went as Harriet Tubman, namesake, so it only makes sense.
Right.
But just the cosplay, it's just so many, every age group, from babies to teens to adults, are just eager to just dress up and show their favorite characters and who they really want to be in this world. They get to become superheroes.
So if people want more information, what do they do?
They go online, schomburgcenter.org, or follow us on social media. They can find more information there and sign up at Eventbrite.
And so we'll make sure that you take advantage of that. I want to let you go get the times. January 18th, time from 12 to 7:30 p.m. And then Saturday on the 19th, you're invited to come between 10 and 7:30 p.m. And there you see the flyer. And we want you to come on out, be a part, share in a very special event. We've had guests here previously to talk about it. And it seems as though it becomes like this talk of the town, especially in Harlem, to see that many people gathered around, Black comic books and art itself. So thank you so much for coming to share with us.
Thank you. Hopefully you can make it out.
I'm going to try to do my best. How about that? All right?
All right.
Listen, got to take a quick break. We got more. Stay with us. Open continues right after this.